Cool.
Renae Cole.
Renae Cole.
Welcome to the Blake's Tinman podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Excited to hear you tell us a story on kind of what brought you into the foundation to apply for the wellness grant to begin with. But then there was sort of a pause with the services that we were providing. Do you want to talk about that and what you have been experiencing over the last couple months?
Yeah, for sure. It's been a journey. I've just been on a journey of reconnecting with myself mostly. And what brought me back to this area that I grew up in was mostly my family. They were getting worried about me because I've had a past of abuse with alcohol, and I was giving them warning signs for that. So they saved me, I guess you could say, captured me and brought me home in the best way possible. At first I was pretty upset about it, but it saved my life, honestly. And I couldn't be happier than I am today sitting here to share that story. So yeah, I ended up moving back home after, I don't know, it's been like 15 years at least since I've fully been here. I was living in Minnesota for most of my adulthood, moved to Arizona for a little while, and then now I'm back in Wisconsin roots. The past few months, I have been committed my time to being in rehab. Being home, and then I did 60 days in 30 days in rehab, in Kiel, Wisconsin, which was an amazing journey, and we can get into that the more we talk. And that has led me to currently wanting to go back to school to be a rehab counselor for drug and addiction. So that's kind of my next step as I continue on to this new journey of mine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where's Kiel? Is it Manitowoc area?
Yes. Okay. It's a tiny, tiny little town. Yeah, by like Green Bay area-ish.
Okay.
It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Very quaint.
How'd you find it?
I was recommended through my one of my peers from the Sauk County Public Services, and another lady through St. Vincent Care. They were the two people that kind of helped me along, and I'm continuously working with them too until this day. So they've been really great county services from Sauk. Yeah. And they're all free.
That's awesome.
I know. I love it. And that just really inspired me too to go on my next journey to helping in that way as well.
Sure. So what was the name of the program or organization you were hooked up with?
It's called Pathways to a Better Life. They have two different houses. So I was fortunate to have one that was a little bit more out in the country. And they had a lake there. It was pretty private, very, very relaxing. It wasn't so much like a facility like you would think of like a rehab center. They were renovated homes. So, we had roommates and, a full living room and kitchen, and took turns doing chores. And so we had some normalcy, in that way. And, it was just so removed from, everyday life, and just able to focus on everyone's recovery. I mean, people were there for a lot of different reasons, but, the same reason at the same time to recover. So
all women?
No, it was co-ed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it like AA or NA or anything like that?
Yep. So we attended AA and NA meetings. We did 3 a week outside of the facility. And then we also just had like meetings between the houses all day, every day. We went to church every Sunday. We did like different activities. We did some community service. yeah, but it was a tight schedule, but they do that for a reason, you know. I actually wrote a poem for Pathway Peers, and my counselor asked me to send that to her so she can share with everybody, which is really cool. I was really excited for that. And they're going to be at the Devil's Lake event coming up too.
That's right. I saw that.
Yeah.
You and Amy shared that with me, and you'll be
Yes.
speaking there.
Yes, just confirmed that today, the time.
Very cool.
I'm very excited.
It starts at 10 a.m., but at what time are you speaking?
Speakers, I believe, are 12 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a hike or a lunch, or what else is involved?
The hiking is before. There's hiking, a lunch, different speakers, and then it's like open time, so you can like swim or fish or, you know, kind of do whatever.
And that's put on by the Pathways, or is it?
No, it's put on by, I think it's the St. Vincent group that does it. Want to say one of the recovery. One of them, yeah. I don't know which one specifically now that I'm thinking about it.
So it's a recovery
Focus.
community focus. Okay, so all the speakers will be telling their personal stories on.
Or whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. This will be my first one, but they do it annually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the invite. I'll be
For
there.
sure. I'm excited. I'm going to know quite a few people there. So,
Yeah. So a lot from the house you were in.
yeah. That and just like the more I attend meetings in the areas, like everybody's like, oh, yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there. I'm like, oh, gosh. So this is good practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually read a piece of what I wanted to share with Amy. Did she tell you?
No.
Oh, she like teared up and had the goosebumps. I was like, okay. But she knows me a little bit too. So I don't know. I'm like, okay, well, that's good, I think.
So you have your like talk all prepared and everything.
Not all prepared, but I wrote a part down and wanted to hear what I just wanted to like get it off my chest, you know, once and through it with a peer, and I'm glad I did that because now I like it boosted my confidence.
Yeah, a little practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you wrote a poem. Was like writing or journaling part of your program there?
No, it's part of my program.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, yes, we did have to do a lot of writing. Like every day we would write our 3 goals and things like that. But I want to write a recovery focused book. And so every day I journaled, and I want to turn that journal from day to day into a book. And kind of like mixed media, like have poems with it, have drawings with it, maybe some photography because I'm an artist. I want it to be all in one place, to share with people. So that's one of my next projects. Cool. That's in the works. I think I came up with a name for it already, the Unfiddled Fern. So yeah, kind of tells my story, but mixes it in with just a journey.
Yeah.
A journey to recovery.
I think those are the best books, the ones that aren't just words, but little poems here and there, drawings, photos, whatever.
Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of reading, just I find myself like judging other people's styles of writing. I'm like, I could do this. Like I can do so much better than that. But I'm like, no, I'm not trying to judge. I'm just learning like my style through learning other people's styles. So yeah, I want to take some writing classes too, maybe some creative writing classes, and just, I don't know. I feel like it's been so long. Like what's grammatically correct anymore? Like, I don't know. How do I find an editor? Like all these things. So we'll see.
ChatGPT.
What's that?
It's an AI app that you can use that will
translate.
I'd love to help you with it too.
Yeah,
'cause
absolutely.
I have the paid version, so it would, as long as you have it all typed out, we just upload it and ask it to correct any grammar And you can even ask it to, you can ask it anything really. You could say, make it more poetic. You could say, make it more concise. You could say, make it more heartfelt. And
Give it a go.
I mean,
Freaks me out almost.
yeah, it's scary how awesome it is.
Yeah.
But it's such a time saver.
Yeah.
And like, I don't need a graphic designer anymore because I have it, and you don't need an editor because you have that tool. And there's a free version too. But if the paid one like remembers everything that you've ever told it.
Oh,
so it keeps
wild.
Yeah, it keeps the memory. And
I'll give it a go.
It's funny because I'll use it to and sometimes I wonder like if it's making my creative abilities, like if it's decreasing my creativity because I
Right?
do rely on it. And I'm sure that is a thing.
Yeah.
I used to like, tell bedtime stories every night, but then over so many years, I would recycle similar stories, and they would a lot of times sound alike. And
Yeah.
I remember my grandma doing that too. But it didn't matter as a kid; you just liked the story no matter what. But I started to ask ChatGPT. I'm like, all right, could you create a bedtime story for Augie?
That's cool though.
And it's really good. But now I rely on it a lot. And but then Augie will be like, how does it know my dog's name is Leo? And how does it know my brother Will has curly hair?
That's how I would be too. Like, how does it know these things?
Yeah.
But it listens.
It's useful.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll try it.
So you went to Kiel for a month. Was it 30 days?
Yep.
And that's when you weren't returning my text. You were not having a phone, right? You were
I
kind of
didn't even have a
detached for a while.
phone. Yeah. That was, I thought it would be a lot harder than it was. It was actually the easiest part.
Yeah.
Not having my phone. I think for me, it was more so just not being able to get a hold of anybody. Like, I even had trouble with that, with just calling people from like our house phone. Like, my aunt was not answering her phone, and she was like, you can only have so many people on your call list. And I tried her like 3 days in a row, and then I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, is she mad at me? Like, what is going on? But it's crazy, like how not having a phone affected me creatively. It like forced me to write my thoughts on my own, like not forced me, but like I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And like my sleep was so much better. And I mean, it could have been for so many reasons, but I loved it. I loved not having my phone, which is not something I thought I would love. Like, I used to go camping and stuff like remotely just so I didn't have service, to not like test the waters, I guess. And I would enjoy that, but like at the end of the day, I would have my phone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I appreciate that they do it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
guess.
It's so nice to take a break every now and then. And yeah, sometimes you just need to go somewhere else, whether you don't have service there or just purposely locking it up or whatever. We just went up north for a few days and we didn't have service. And it was so nice because I don't think it's been well over a year since I've had that happen. And
You unplug.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so nice.
I want to hear all about that trip.
Well, we went up to Crandon, which is where my dad's cabin is.
Okay.
And we just fished
Nice.
and laid in the sun. It was really hot. And laid in the lake, floated in the lake.
Yeah.
Had campfires, made s'mores.
Love it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do all of that this summer.
Yeah.
We did some of those things in rehab, which was really nice. Like our Friday nights, we could have fires.
Oh, nice.
And it's cool too because alumni is always invited to that. So I want to get myself back up there and hang out with the peeps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did you meet anyone local or were like from this area?
Yeah,
that went up there?
I did. There were two people from the Dells and Baraboo area, and they were actually related, which I thought was funny. We were in two different, they were in two different homes, so not together, but I have stayed in contact with one of the females there that lives in the Dells, and so we've been chatting and trying to get together to go to some meetings, just have sober friends, which is harder than you think. Really.
But they're out there.
They are, for sure. Yeah, just going to meetings has helped, now that I'm back in this area, to just being able to connect with new people, and obviously with this, like the retreats and stuff, reconnecting with old friends that are going to them. And yeah, just I have to force myself to find new friends, because it's one thing I haven't lived here in so long, so I don't know anybody that like new that lives here. And some of the people that I do know that live here, I don't want to hang out with, because, well, there's a reason we haven't stayed in touch, or they are users themselves. So I think working at the garden has been a good transition for me. But I'm also working alone. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. You'll find your group.
Yeah.
Your people.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure going to the meetings will help. And
Yes.
so you're working at a garden now in Lime Ridge, and
Yes.
it's just you though? You're the only helper?
The owner works too, but she has a lot of meetings that she attends during the days online, and she goes to the markets to sell. So like today I worked by myself for 3 hours this morning, and but she's also comfortable with me doing that. I think that's why she hires the people that she hires, because she isn't around very often. So yeah, I lost where I was going with that.
So are you looking for are you happy with that amount of work, or are you looking for more work?
My next step will be in outpatient. So that will be basically like a part-time job itself. Unfortunately, there's a waiting list for that. So that'll probably be another 6 weeks. It's 9 hours a week. And going back to school. So I'm not looking for anything full-time.
So school for the being a rehab counselor?
Rehab counselor, yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is that online?
I'll be doing classes at Baraboo. They have the UW Baraboo Platteville.
Okay.
So I'm meeting with an advisor next week and going through all the steps.
Awesome. You're going to be so good at that.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. I love school too. Just the structure of it really helps me in life. And I just love learning. So, and it's a great way to meet people in my community as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're never too old to go back to school, right?
Right. Yeah. We're continuously learning.
Yeah. So,
especially in a structure like a official class of some kind. I'm the same way. Like I love to learn, and I feel like I'm always in some sort of class or course to learn something new.
We should all be learning new things all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did have a really cool experience in rehab I wanted to share with you.
All right.
I had my very first spiritual awakening. It was pretty wild. So I've shared with you before, but I'll share again for the podcast. When I was using this last time, I took from alcohol, I took a step away completely, and that caused me to have a seizure. And so I had a huge memory loss after that. And every day it was like I didn't know what day it was. I had to like remember all the things like every day for a while. And we were doing psychotherapy in rehab, and the person that was doing it, we were doing like these breathing techniques and like shutting our eyes, and she was going through questions, and it was like an epiphany, and it brought me back to when I was having my seizure, because I was completely incoherent, like blacked out
During your seizure.
during my seizure. I had no recollection of it. Even riding in the ambulance to the hospital, I didn't know. I have zero. Like,
And when was that?
that was, oh gosh,
Was that after we met
before.
here? Oh, it was before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right around
yeah.
that time. So probably what, 4 months ago,
Oh, okay.
3 months ago. Yeah, somewhere in there. And so yeah, I was, even on top of that, I was taking a lot of medications to heal my brain from it. So my mind was just not normal. So I think that rehab really helped with that too. Not only like the structure, but just healing my mind, because it was just on overload on top of being, you know, going through a seizure. But anyway, I was completely unconscious, and during that time, I realized I found in a visual my maker, and from doing that psychodrama session, I was able to visualize it, and they had told me, "This isn't your time. You're not ready to be here yet." And then like that's when I came back. And now that's just one reason why I feel so passionate about wanting to help others with this addiction. Because I got my life back. And I don't know who to thank, but that's okay.
Thank yourself.
I did most of the work. But yeah. And now, you know, people say, I know why I'm here on earth. Like, that's how I feel now. And before, I was so lost, just trying to find my way. And I think I found it. I mean, not fully. I don't think we ever fully find our way, but I found part of the way.
Hey, you found something that
Yeah.
means a lot to you, and a way that you can give back.
Yes.
That's all the purpose anyone needs, right?
Yeah.
It's your gift.
I'm here to share
that
it.
You wanna, yeah.
Yeah.
That you want to share, and others are going to be inspired to do the same. And
I hope so.
just a chain reaction.
It's funny because like every time I shared in rehab, like if a new person was there, they always thought I was a counselor. I'm like, no, I'm one of you. Like, I am one of you. We're all in this together. But, you know, after thinking about that, maybe that is another one of my callings. I should be a counselor, and that's what I want to try.
Yeah, no doubt it's a perfect fit for you. I remember the first time, it wasn't the first time I met you, but the first time we reconnected as adults here just a few weeks ago in the conference room after you applied for the Tinman wellness grant. That was my first like gut instinct of like, you are here to, you are meant to, I mean, yeah, you admitted that you had some stuff to work through, but like what I saw was like someone who is going to be helping others. Like I saw that immediately.
Thanks. Aw.
And that's just, it's no doubt like your calling and a perfect fit. So
I think I've always been a leader majority of my life, but I just didn't know what way to take that. So I think this will be cool. This will be a nice journey. Yeah, and so I'm just pushing myself to talk more. Like this podcast is perfect for that. Just share more in meetings, and, writing really helps. And yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm ready for it this time.
Remind me, it was a while ago now, but what was included in your Tinman coin?
I did a Reiki session.
Oh, did you do that?
Uh-huh. That was cool.
Just one?
Yep, just one. I want to do it again, especially now. And I just remember it going by so quickly. Like, I was done within seconds, it felt like. But I think that I was just so relaxed and like there but not there in a way. So yeah, I want to try to go a little deeper.
Did the coin just have one session?
Yeah. Yep.
And then what else was in there?
I did the red light sauna.
Oh, you did? I
Yes.
gave it the coupon.
Oh yeah, I did that.
What did you think of that?
That was great.
Is that what the sound, like the
Yeah.
earphones? Okay. And the vibrational mat? I still have yet to do that.
Yep. I really liked that. And there was something else I did there. I did 2 different sessions there.
Oh, you did the salt sauna?
Yes, salt and sauna. Yep. That was really nice too. That was more just like relaxing,
Yeah.
For my mind. That's one thing I noticed I really need to focus on is relaxing my mind because I'm just do all the time. Even in rehab, I had one of my housemates quote unquote limited me to 2 cups of coffee because I was just too much for him in the mornings.
It's all right. You're full of energy. I don't know if you need that much coffee.
I know, but I like it. We were only limited 3 pots for the whole house, so I had to get 2 at least in before they were gone. Oh, but that was funny. I've never been limited coffee before. Yeah, what was I talking about?
Well, you said that you recognized that you need like a reprieve from your
Oh, my mind.
your mind
Yes.
racing.
Yeah, see?
So what do you what is there anything you do to practice that?
Yeah, I try to do yoga at least 15 to 20 minutes every day. So that helps me
Like
calm
just
down.
Stretching and slow breathing and
Yeah. Especially now after gardening. Holy cow.
yeah. What's the hardest on your body for the gardening? Is it like your low back or what?
It's my low back and like my shoulders because we're reaching and pulling so much. So it's like right underneath my shoulders. That's probably the most. And well, we're sitting on the ground. So, the buttocks area is a little sore. But I think that really helps with my mind too. It just calms me down. I mean, I'm interacting with plants, so I put my headphones in and zone, listen to music or podcasts or whatever. But so that's been very helpful for that. And it's something that I like to do passionately on my own. And so to be able to do it for, people driving down the street that can come and buy a $10 bundle of flowers from us, which I think is so cute. Yesterday, there was this gentleman, I'm going to bring these home to my wife. And I was like, yeah, do you want to pick your own? Because you can like go to the flower bed and flower garden and pick your own flowers too. He's like, no, these are fine. And just give him a little tutorial on how to, keep them fresh. And he was so excited. I thought that was so cool.
So you sell them right there.
There's like a little cart and just fresh every day.
What road is it on?
It's on G.
Oh.
So it's like right when you're going past the Wounded Knee
Yeah.
old bar there. So it's right across the street.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just drove by there yesterday and didn't
You
even
probably saw me in the field.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even look. I didn't notice
Yeah.
it, but yeah, you were probably there. I drove by around 10:30, 11
I
a.m.
would have been there.
Yeah. Dang. See, if I would have noticed and thought Should buy my wife some flowers,
Yeah,
which I don't
see?
do often enough. Next time.
Next time. It's pretty funny because my dad works in the auto shop right next door.
Oh, really?
So I went in there yesterday. Well, I was saying, so it's a blessing and a curse to be the daughter of a mechanic because my car is going to be the last car fixed there. So I've been riding in with him to work and he's been giving me rides home too. But I went in there, what was that yesterday? Oh, because I was done with work and he was chatting with, whoever was in the shop. Oh, I think you have a client. I was like, nope, I'm just his daughter. Like, I'm coming to get a ride.
So he still hasn't opened the hood or what?
Yeah, I don't even know what they're chatting about. They could sit there and chat.
I mean,
all
your
day.
car is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's something different every day. Oh, it should be fixed by the end of this week. So we'll see. Hey, I don't mind getting chauffeured around though.
No, that's not bad. Yeah, I know.
But I like having my freedom a little bit too.
Yeah. Oh, I love both your parents. I grew up with them, and yeah, I thought your dad was retired, but he can't sit still,
He cannot.
so he's turning wrenches in Lime Ridge.
Yes. Oh my
Because he
gosh.
probably worked on a lot of his stuff throughout the years. And
Oh yeah.
kinda just
He's self-taught for
knows
sure.
to, yeah.
And he's like Seeps. He's like their go-to mechanic.
Oh, sure.
He's always got Seeps in his garage. So not only does he work at a shop, but then he works at his own shop at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom gets really frustrated. And then on the weekends during like the season, he's haying. Like, well, Mom, would you really want him home all the time? Like, that would be a huge adjustment.
Yeah. It's not easy to sit still.
Yeah, I get a lot of that from him. It's
Nothing
funny.
wrong with that.
I know. Learn to love it.
So if you can make the 5:30, I know it's early, but sunrise yoga Monday is the last one of June.
Oh, okay.
We did it each Monday
Oh, that's right.
of this month.
Yeah.
I think that might have been in there too, but then it
Yep.
obviously didn't work out. But there is one more you could attend
Okay, cool.
that we would love to have you.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, awesome. I'll remind you.
Yes.
5:30. It's
Okay.
at I'll text you the address.
Yeah.
It's at our place.
Cool.
And I shared with leading them with Christina. She did half of them. She did 3 of them. I'm doing 2.
Okay.
So I'm doing the last one.
Awesome.
1 hour. I made a mistake on the first one. I read my watch wrong, and I'm like, okay, it's time to wrap it up. And then and then we did the 5-minute shavasana, like at the very end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just cut it short by a half hour.
Oh my God.
Nobody seemed to care a whole lot, but
Didn't nobody said anything?
no, I caught myself
Oh,
right
you
away.
did.
But it was like too late. We already finished. So I'm like, sorry, everybody. It was cut short, but
We still got some practice.
hopefully we get good weather and a nice sunrise to see.
Yeah.
And,
I'm excited.
but if it's raining, we go in the garage. So
Oh, okay. So you
either
have
way,
it.
It'll
Yeah.
be comfortable.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an early riser now.
Okay. What time?
I'm usually up by 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna have to get up at
Well,
5.
5. Yeah, I'll have to. I'll have to set my alarm actually,
Yeah.
but no problem. My dad's usually up making coffee and I can smell it. Well, now we have skunks at the house.
Oh, really? Are they spraying or are they just walking around?
I was having a dream last night that there was a skunk in my bedroom and I kind of half woke up and I could smell it from what I remember when I fully woke up. So I wonder if they were spraying. I smelt it and that's why I dreamt that.
Makes sense.
But we have a live trap set up because they're under our garage.
I would not want to go get that animal out of the live trap, a skunk out of a live trap. I mean,
Well, yeah.
what are the odds that he's not going to spray?
Well, there's babies and I think they have to be, I don't quote me on this, but 6 months before they can spray.
Oh,
So it's better to find or capture them and locate them
You could even
when
have
they're
him
young.
as a pet up
No,
until they're
thank
6 months. They're so cute. They're
So my,
Pepe Le Pew.
it's so funny watching my dad because they come out around the same time every night to go like hunt for their food, forage their food, whatever. And so my dad will get his gun out already, and then he's like walking around the fields with this little gun.
Skunk hunting.
Oh my gosh. He looks like a crazy person out there, you know?
Elmer Fudd, except he's going after skunks.
And he's missed every time.
What kind of a gun is he using?
Like a 42. I don't know. It's something small.
A pistol? Or
No, it's just like one of those clamp shotgun things. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
What is that? I don't know guns.
410.
410? Yeah. I know it's
okay.
for something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's break action. It clips
Yep.
open and then...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good skunk gun. He can't hit it.
No. He claims he think he got the tail once, but has it
Okay.
like fluffed up. I'm like, okay, Dad.
Well, your odds are better with the 410 shotgun than a pistol. Right? So we did have a mean rooster. His name was Dennis. Someone
Dennis the
randomly showed up at my neighbor's house and he's like, Gatlin, do you want a rooster? He lives in Ernstmeyer. They don't have chickens there, even though you could. But you're not supposed to have roosters in the city.
Oh.
So anyway, he's like, do you want this rooster? And Sasha always wanted a rooster to hear the crow. And I like the sound too. So I'm like, sure. So we came over and got the rooster. Apparently someone just dropped him off at his house. And I think it was a joke, but it was a mean rooster. And he was just not nice. Like if you would walk by him, he would attack you.
Yeah.
And we took him in anyway, and he had a great crow, like early morning, 4 or 4:30, and super loud, and would crow all day long. But you'd have to be careful when you're walking by him, like carry a stick or something. Well, this one day, and Augie, like at the time he was, I don't know, a year old, maybe, or 2 years old. He was riding around on his little bike. And I heard him, I was up in the barn and I heard Augie whining, like, no, stop it. Stop.
Oh, no.
Well, I figured his brothers were just bugging him like normal.
Yeah.
And so I just ignored it. And then I kept hearing him, stop, stop, stop. And then I walk outside around the corner thinking I'm going to scold an older brother for picking on Augie.
Yeah.
Well, there's Dennis pecking him in the back, and Augie can't get off his bike. And I see his back is bleeding.
Oh, no.
And so this is the third time he had attacked Augie. Like the first time I ever saw blood, but I was so angry. I walked up to that rooster and kicked him as hard as I possibly could.
Don't mean to laugh.
But it's like kicking a 8-pound bowling ball.
Oh, my God.
Right in the breastbone. And I thought I broke my foot because it hurt so bad. Like
wow.
I'm sure it hurt so bad. Like I thought there was no way my foot wasn't broken. But the adrenaline was pumping, and I kicked him, and he went flying, but it didn't even knock him out or anything. So I helped Augie get him in the house, and I went in the house, and I started boiling a pot of water because I was gonna harvest this chicken.
Oh my gosh.
And then I grabbed my wife's 22 pistol, loaded it up, walked outside, and walked right up to him. And I was, I don't know, from here to that picture away, maybe 10 feet. Shot like 7 or 8 times. Never hit him. And then he kept running away and got a little farther, and then I really couldn't hit him. And I thought, you know what? Maybe this is just his day. He's going to live. I'm not going to kill him. So then my foot got worse and swelled up really bad. So Sasha took me to the ER for an x-ray, and we waited for like 2 hours. And then they came back and they're like, yeah, your foot's not broken. And I'm like, there's no way. Like at that point I wanted my foot to be broken because it hurt so freaking bad.
Oh my gosh. That dang rooster.
Yeah, but he finally died a couple weeks ago.
I was going to say, is he still with us?
No.
Oh.
So no more crowing happening at our house.
I've never really heard of a good rooster before, though.
No? Oh,
No.
we had a couple.
Yeah.
Lately, something's been getting our chickens, so I think we're down to one rooster who's not very vocal, but he is nice.
Yeah?
He doesn't attack, no. But it's, I don't know, something about like the better they are at crowing, maybe the more aggressive they are. Because
Who knows?
so anyway, I hope your dad is good luck taking care of this
We'll
skunk
see.
problem.
I'll keep you updated. It's like a nightly routine now, because they come out around the same time. So we'll be skunk, skunk, and it's so funny. It's our free entertainment.
Yeah, it's exciting. So you have now you completed your first Tinman coin, right? Mm-hmm. You had some coaching.
Yes.
You did the Reiki. Mm-hmm. You used your coupons. Mm-hmm. So now what?
Well, this was next.
Well, now there's a second coin coming.
Now what? I don't know. You tell me.
Well, you liked Reiki. You said you'd enjoy experiencing that again. I don't think I
Yeah.
have the list of everything right here.
You know better than I.
Sound. Does like sound bath, sound healing, sound appealing to you? Yoga, meditation, coaching.
Meditation coaching would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had hard times and easy times with it. I can't master it.
Breath work.
Breath work.
Does that sound interesting to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all's interesting to me.
All right. Well,
you really can't go wrong with me.
I have a few ideas then.
Okay,
So
cool.
look out in the next day or so, and you'll have your second coin, and then
Awesome.
you just go attend those and report back, and
Will do.
and
Yeah.
then we'll do the third one.
I think I want to continue experimenting more with Reiki too. I really enjoyed that session. And Chrissy is awesome.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's very good at what she does.
I don't know if I told you, but my dad dropped me off and to her house, and when after I had met with her and sat down with her, she was like, "I feel a strong male presence." It's like that would be my father.
Sitting outside.
Like he had dropped me off, so I'm sure, I don't know if he was still out there, but that was what she felt, I'm sure. So my dad got a kick out of that. He's always talking about it now. He has a strong male presence.
Well, okay, because my first thought went to, because on your way in here, we talked about you still have two grandmas left, but you don't have grandpas left. So my first thought was maybe she sensed the grandfather that was with
Oh
you.
yeah, he's always with me. Well,
Yeah.
they both are. Yeah. I feel it.
That's awesome. You don't have your poem with you, do you?
I do.
Would you mind sharing?
Yeah. Which one?
Oh, whichever you want to share.
I'll read part of this, not the whole thing. Right. I've made mistakes I can't take back, but what I do have is my experiences in life. Fortunately, to be able to sit here and write, to share. Life is beautiful, scary at times, heartbreaking, magical, overwhelmingly beautiful, and here I am to undress a story. This isn't really a poem, it's just more of a writing.
It's poetic.
I sit in a room in the middle of a rehab house with so many similar but so many different souls trying to recover the best way we can to live our lives, happily or just to live. We are all sober in this moment, together as one. In nature, in hands of our higher spirits, we have hope, strength, the will, the tools, knowledge, the help, and this life to cherish, to live. We have hit rock bottom. It's not until you hit that moment of sanity you realize you have the power to get yourself back up.
Awesome.
That was my first day in rehab that I wrote that. And then it says, "Hello, I'm Renae. I'm an alcoholic. Today I'm sober. I am worthy of life. I'm here to not only help myself, but my peers and each other the best way I know how. It can get messy, sad, hilarious, falling off your seat, or eye-opening. All I hope is that it can help, be relatable, or simply a good listen to help pass a time in your journey, just as it helps me do the same.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me share.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you. You were a help in all of this.
Well,
I want you to know.
Oh, thank you. But you may not have realized, like, up to this point, like your adult life, up until a few months ago, like you have been sharing your light with the world this whole time. And you were always in like a food and beverage service industry, which is so easy to fall into those habits.
Yes.
In the community that surrounds it. And now you are you went through your rehab and you found a new community and you found this. So now, like, you're just able to spread your light in more of like a official or professional way. And I am just so proud of you for doing that for yourself. And you should thank yourself, because you're the one that deserves the credit for doing that.
Thanks, Calvin. That's so sweet.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Thanks
And
for having me.
we'll see you again here soon.
Woohoo.
Renae Cole.
Peace out.
Peace out.